Welcome to Scorched Earth and a shadow reading for the Capricorn collective, Sun, Moon and Ascendant. Now, this is a little different to the sort of thing that I've been doing recently, but it is something that I've been wanting to do for quite a long time. I am a shadow worker and I place a great deal of importance on integrating that shadow. Everybody should be doing it. So, like I said, I've been wanting to do it for a long time, but it was only when I got these cards in here, and this is the Mildred Payne's Oracle of Black Enchantment. And I did a reading for myself, a shadow reading for myself, and it was absolutely bob on. So I was like, right, I'm gonna try this on YouTube and see how people react to it. It's very raw, it's very rough and ready. I'm just gonna pull 3 cards, but I really like some feedback. If it's something that you feel is valuable, useful to you, then I will look at expanding it. I've got a number of darker shadow worky tarot decks that I could use to create something a bit more comprehensive, but I'm not going to throw myself into that until I know whether people are actually interested in the first place. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull 3 cards. This whole reading's only going to be like 5-10 minutes tops, and the first card will be the main concern, the second card will be the root cause, and the third card will be the recommendation. Right, so it's interesting, of all the signs, yours and Scorpios are the 2 that I've been kind of like, I wouldn't say excited to do, but kind of feel like you're both born with big shadows. Maybe Leo too, to be fair, actually. So let's get this done. 3 cards, and I'll just pull 3 from the top. So your first card is number 34. Your second card is number 41. Get a bit closer so you can see it. The light is getting a bit blinding in here now. And the third card is big fat devil on it. Interesting for Capricorn, number 15. Now, I don't know these cards all by rote because like I said, I only got this deck 2 days ago. I'm sure I will learn it, so I'm going to refer to the PDF and tell you what it means. See if we can't relate it to what the Capricorn experience is. Aha. I see it already. I literally just glanced down and yeah, okay. This is called the Falling Woman. A woman tumbles from her high balcony and plummets helplessly through the night. With nothing to stop her fall, she will surely die once she hits the hard ground below. And its meaning is helplessness or insecurity, losing control and succumbing to your fate, anxiety. Now, if it's something that I know about Capricorns, it is that they take their stability and their security very, very seriously. There are, in fact, very few things that come close to stability and security in terms of importance for Capricorns, right? So this is the manifestation of your shadow in real life, right? And sometimes it's a little bit controlling, let's face it, right? I'm a Capricorn ascendant, I can say these things. But it's almost like you work yourself so hard because you fear at any point the rug could be pulled out from underneath you. You've got to build always, right? The main cause, the root cause, is this card here, and it's the tree. An ancient tree stands deep in the woods. While the seasons have caused the other trees to lose their foliage, this tree maintains its leaves. And its meaning is envy of another's success or social standing. Greatness amongst mediocrity. Now, this is your shadow, Capricorn, right? This is... Well, the more evolved among you will take this reaction that you have to other people's success as a driving motivator, right? I want to achieve that sort of thing. But actually, there are some, lower vibrational Capricorns who are envious of this success that other people have, and they work themselves even harder because they feel like they deserve it, right? Now, if you're here and you're watching this read and you are actually interested in your shadow, then I'm going to assume that you're a higher evolved Capricorn anyway. But it's interesting that it's other people that seem to spur you on, right? Whether it's appreciation of what they've achieved, or whether it's, it's this thing of looking outwards that Capricorn do. Like, I've literally just done the extended and the YouTube reading for Capricorn, and there's an interesting flip that's going on with Capricorn at the moment. It's well overdue, and I'm welcoming it. Yeah. And I wonder if it's because Saturn is actually on its way out of Capricorn now. It's going to hit Aquarius very soon, and suddenly this drive, relentless moving forwards that Capricorn does all the time is kind of stepping down a little bit now, right? Saturn's losing its power. But Capricorns have a tendency to look at how other people are doing and measure their own value against that, right? Instead of being comfortable in their own skin and being comfortable with their own self-worth. And quite often it's because, I don't want to say anything as glib as you're just sort of born sad, but all the Capricorns that I know struggle with their internal space a lot, and they tend to focus all of their attention on things outside of themselves, right? And this is how they get kind of wrapped up with status and material things, because it's all about catching up with other people, right? Because that's where you find your validation. That's the point. If I didn't warn you that this was possibly going to be uncomfortable to listen to, I probably should have just dropped that in right now. Now, your recommendation is 15. It's Lucifer, right? It's interesting because you are the devil in the tarot. The King of Darkness squats on his fiery hill, summoning the forces of evil and raining damnation on all people. I would say disappointment, actually, if it was a Capricorn thing. And the meaning is the ability to recognize evil for what it really is. A worthy opponent one must face in order to be free. And Capricorn, this is talking to your shadow, is what this is. It's the evil, such as it is, that resides in a Capricorn is its refusal to look at its shadow, her shadow, his shadow, whatever. It's struggling with that internal space so hard that you never look in, right? So the recommendation is to realize that your shadow is something that is actually a worthy opponent to you, right? It's literally part of you. Psychoanalysts believe that 90% of our reactions to anything are unconscious, right? So actually we're on a 90-10 split here, right? Capricorn, this is a worthy opponent for you, your shadow, and it's time for you to start looking at it. But it's really interesting, given this readings, the YouTube and the Vimeo readings that I've just done for you, it feels like you are there. It feels like you are doing this, because not only are you kind of, I wouldn't say losing interest in the material, but you're certainly starting to put more value on the emotional. And there seems to be a willingness to go within that wasn't there before, which is really quite exceptional. I love to see people doing that. So hats off to you, Cappy. That's really, really cool. Right, give me some feedback on this, right? Because the idea of it is to get you thinking about, we'll open up a dialogue with your internal space, right? And if you want me to do something a bit more expansive, then I'll certainly work out how I can do it. Now, I'm going to leave it there. So take care. See you soon.